welcome back to This Week on Martha's Vineyard. What's up, Colin?
Hey, Nicole, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing all right. We're making it through August here. Barely.
Yeah, it's literally a scorcher today in Boston. I am sweating as we speak. I don't know if it's like that down there by the water.
It hasn't been that bad down here, actually. It was a lot less hot than they said it was going to be. But still hot, still crowded. Seems like the island's going to sink if we get one more person on here.
So are the lines everywhere still just really insane?
Yeah, it's just the traffic is tough, and parking, of course, is tough. I got about $400 worth of parking tickets sitting unpaid.
Oh, my God.
But
well,
it is what it is.
It's actually probably the perfect weather down there with, like, the coastal breeze off the ocean.
Yeah, it's better. It's definitely better than any kind of breeze you get is going to make it much more tolerable than the city, I bet. But then again, I don't spend that much time in the city, so.
Yeah. Have you done anything fun or exciting since the last time that we spoke?
No, not really. I mean, we're looking forward to going to this festival on Sunday, and we got the co-promoters here of that. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's an outdoor festival, so it's going to be at the Cove, which is a mini golf in Vineyard Haven. So they have an area behind it where they have a food truck, and they have the Cove actually has all kinds of food itself. They have ice cream, they have mini golf and everything else. So they teamed up with Phil DeRosa, and they're co-promoting this event. It's going to be really fun.
Very fun. Can't wait
kids are going to be there,
to them
we're looking
later
forward
on
to it.
about that. I also have Brian with me in the studio tonight.
I'm invisible. I bought Harry Potter's Cloak of Invisibility when I was off last week. I was gonna wait for tax free, but I said, you know what, keep the extra $50.
Brian, how's it going?
It's going great. Let me tell you. Yeah, kind of busy, and it is hot. I was doing some of that Colin work. I was replacing two windows in a 125-degree room in a 100-year-old house. That was fun.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll do it for a day. I sat down after that. I worked till 5, and then I had Pedialyte and back and body pills.
Pedialyte is truly a godsend.
Well, Pedialyte, especially if you're partying down in Martha's Vineyard, that could come in handy. They have a couple of shops down there you can stop in and get that stuff. What was the name of that place we went to? That convenience store. They had everything. They had the wine. They had sandwiches. They had Pedialyte.
The market?
Tony's Market.
Yeah,
like,
Tony's
literally,
Market.
they had everything. So I'm like, if I'm down the beach sweating during the day, if we would go to the sandbar and get a nice little, what type of drink do you like, Nicole?
The coconut mojito.
She's like, look, I don't know nothing about Pedialyte, but the coconut mojito at the sandbar. Yeah. So if it's hot, I think that would come in handy.
Absolutely. What's your drink of choice, Colin?
Mine, I don't drink, so.
Oh, true. I always forget that.
Yeah, but you always drink water, like Gatorade or something, right?
Yeah, just water.
Wow, it's just water.
So Colin, do you want to introduce us to who you have with you tonight?
Yeah, of course.
Bill and Brooke?
Yeah, we got Phil DeRosa, who I've known for a long time. He started the Martha's Vineyard Sound Fest quite a while ago, and then took a break for a few years, and now they're back. And he teamed up with Brooke Katzen, the owner of the Cove in Vineyard Haven, and they're co-producers of this event, and they're here tonight.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Phil and Brooke, for hopping on tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So to get started, either one of you can jump in and just give us some background, how you started planning the festival, and tell us a little bit about it.
Go ahead, Brooke. You can.
Well, I'm relatively new to the island. I just moved here about 18 months ago, and I've been operating this miniature golf course. And as long as I've been here, I've just felt like it'd be a great place for a music festival. There's a lot of extra space, and it's centrally located and sort of a natural elevated area for a stage. Great for social distancing, 'cause it's a big outdoor venue. And I knew that Phil was the music man on the island, so called him up and asked if he wanted to do this festival together, and he was pretty excited about it from the beginning, and we just kind of went from there.
Sounds like a very unique idea. I've never heard of a music festival being hosted on a mini golf course before, so definitely something that I think people will want to check out. Phil, so you are known as the music man on the island. How did you come to get that title and be involved in music?
I'm not sure if that's an official title, but I've been producing shows here kind of off and on for, I don't know, almost 10 years, I guess. And I used to bring a bunch of national acts through a couple of the bigger venues that have since kind of gone away. And always liked to kind of group them with local support, show the talent here on the island. And so it's been a while. So I did 2 of the Martha's Vineyard Sound festivals with a lot of help from a lot of my friends. Back in 2000, I guess, Colin, it's like 7 years since the first one. I think it was 2014, 2015. And the location was downtown in Oak Bluffs, right across from Inkwell Beach. And then I just kind of did the Martha's Vineyard Sound series for a few years after that. And yeah, when Brooke called, I kind of brought up to him, like, seems like a good sort of resurrection.
He's also a great musician. So
thanks.
And he plays in a band, and a lot of people know him
Don't be humble.
as a musician.
Tell
Well,
us.
I actually knew Phil probably 25 years ago when we were teenagers hanging out on the island. And at the time I was into like African drumming, and I always had like a djembe with me on the beach and getting into like drum circles and stuff. And then, you fast forward 20 to 25 years, we hadn't seen each other, and I moved here and bought this mini golf course and wanted to install like an outdoor sound system on the mini golf course as like an upgrade to the property. Phil's company also does audio-visual installations. So I called him up, and he came over to the mini golf course to give me an assessment to install these outdoor speakers. And he looks at me and he's like, "Are you that guy, Brooke, that used to always be on the beach with like an African drum?" And I was like, yeah, that's me. And then we kind of like remembered each other and reconnected, and one thing led to another. But when we were kids, in our teens and early 20s, there was a great music scene on this island. This is back when we had the Hot Tin Roof and the Atlantic Connection, and some of my greatest memories from childhood coming to the island are going to see great music and a lot of good venues. It's kind of quieted down a little bit recently, but there's a tremendous pool of musical talent here, and there's always been a great art scene. And this festival now is an opportunity to bring together some of the best musicians on the island for a full day of outdoor music, combined with 4 or 5 really talented local food and beverage entrepreneurs with food trucks and a beer truck, and it's going to be a great day.
Yeah, do you guys have food there too? But like at the golf course, you guys also offer food as well, right?
Yeah, the golf course sells Mad Martha's ice cream, and we have a grill that does hamburgers and hot dogs. Then for Sunday's festival, we're also bringing in a taco truck.
El Gato Grande?
El Gato Grande, that's right.
Now we're talking, yeah.
What else do you need?
Yeah.
Tacos, hamburgers, ice cream.
Well, you have ice cream because that's your thing, But it's like you'll offer everything there. Then you have the canteen trucks. So that sounds like a pretty cool festival, huh?
Yeah, it sounds so interesting.
Yeah.
So
there'll be a beer truck. Wash Ashore Beer is one of our sponsors, and they'll be bringing their beer truck, which has 6 taps on the side of it, so serving up some good local beer. We have a pizza vendor, a rotisserie chicken vendor.
Wow.
So just a lot of options, fun for all ages, all day long.
So, Brooke, you were into the African drumming. Phil, what instrument do you play? It sounds like, according to Colin, that you're a talented musician.
So my primary instrument is guitar, but I also play bass, and actually one of the bands that I kind of put on the bill was my old band, Dukes County Love Affair, who I play bass with. And we're doing kind of like a resurrection set at this at this festival, so that'll be a lot of fun. But
Are you
I'm
going to
also
be playing? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That was
I'm
going to
gonna-
be my
I'm gonna-
next question.
Yeah, I'm gonna play. I'm actually playing with my band, and maybe a little self-indulgent, but so I'll be up there a bit on stage, and also have a great crew of guys that are helping out with stage and lighting and doing sound.
What are you resurrecting? What genre like are you resurrecting as far as music?
Well, we're not necessarily resurrecting a genre. It's just we haven't played in like a few years.
Oh,
so
so about your resurrection.
yeah, the
Okay.
band's resurrection. Yeah.
Because
So,
I'm curious, because like you have a span, the 80s, 90s music, and you can pull from a lot of different bands there. So that's why I'm asking.
Absolutely, yeah. Actually, the first band on the bill, the Dukes of Circuit Ave, they're playing mostly like classic rock. That's to like start it off with some rock and roll. So that'll be fun. But then every other band pretty much plays mostly original music, and it's a mix from alternative rock to a little hip hop with Duke's County Love Affair and some reggae, and Mike Benjamin plays kind of everything. So yeah, there's going to be a bunch of, it's going to be a good mix of different stuff for
Now,
everybody.
Most musicians I know, they transitioned into that AV world. So did you do that when you were a musician first, then you got into the AV world when you started like trying to master your work and mix it and stuff like that, or?
Yeah, pretty much. So, Brooke was talking about like my other business, Dukes County Audio Visual. I'm getting a lot of promo for this. But so yeah, it did. My whole career, both in my music business and in the install business, started with me playing music and
Right.
and busking and playing at the sandbar and the lamppost and the old
Well, you have to know your gear, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
look at my shirt.
Yeah.
I'm a nerd too. I mean,
Nice.
that's how people get into it. You don't know stuff, but when you get into it,
Brian, this isn't a Best Buy ad.
no, it's his ad. It's for AV because we do AV too, But most people that get into music, they look at the broadening the horizons.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because they don't want to send it out to get mastered. They want to know how to do it themselves.
Yeah.
They want to know
Oh,
how
yeah.
the gear works.
You want to know how to do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously you're
Absolutely.
featuring a ton of local talent in the festival. How did you go about sourcing that talent? Was there auditions, or what was the process like?
No, I mean I have a music studio too on the Vineyard, and I've pretty much recorded. I don't want to say all the local musicians on the Vineyard, but a lot of them, and I just having been here, my whole life, leaving for a decade and then coming back and being here for now 10 years, I know pretty much all the active bands, that are really like doing gigs and pushing out new music and stuff like that. So that's kind of, just being here and being friends with all these people and knowing kind of who's rocking right now. And
Mm-hmm. Well,
Trying to
you're getting
pick
busier
the best.
too because of the whole COVID thing. They're building movie houses now in their own homes. They're actually adding movies and watching them at home more than ever. And AV guys
Oh,
that
yeah.
come in, and the cost of these TVs way down. I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah.
get an 82-inch Samsung for $14.99. It's like
yeah, exactly. Totally.
That's what I paid for a 40-inch.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's true. But the enjoyment with those bigger things, and then also people doing their backyards, they're getting projectors and putting them out there.
Yep.
So I mean, it's changed. The whole world's changed. Tech has gotten so cheap.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what can we expect on Sunday when we get there? I mean, is it going to be? Can you bring chairs? Is it sit on the ground? What do you have set up there?
Yeah. We're putting out little messages for people, like urging people to bring picnic, blankets and or beach chairs. So, it's mostly a dirt parking lot, and then there's like a spot that Brooke created with picnic tables and stuff, which is kind of going to be close to the stage. So the picnic tables are going to be moved, and you can just kind of post up, wherever you want. But yeah, we're urging people to bring chairs if they want to like sit and relax.
How long is the actual duration of the festival? So the first half is mini golf's allowed, and then the second half is mini golf's closed, food trucks come in?
It's a 10-hour festival.
Oh,
Kicking off at
wow. I
noon.
was not expecting that.
Yeah, from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. We have 10 musical acts in the lineup, so they'll each have about a 45-minute set followed by a 15-minute break. And, we expect the crowd to sort of evolve throughout the day. Maybe we'll have more families and kids sort of during the first half of the day, and then more of the adults at night. Mini golf will be open the whole time, but we really want to support our food vendors who will be operating in the second half of the festival. So we'll shut down the food and beverage operation at the mini golf about halfway through the festival and focus more on the vendors that have signed up to be at the event.
Awesome. Well, I think that's great that you're supporting like local food vendors and trying to get their names out there too. So, everybody eats figuratively and literally.
And we should probably also mention that there is a greater cause associated with this festival. Half of the proceeds from the festival are going to the Island Housing Trust, which is a local nonprofit that develops year-round affordable rental housing for the island's workforce, which is a really important issue on the island right now. Island Housing Trust will have a presence at the festival, and they'll be there to collect donations for people that want to support them.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
probably
amazing.
other than COVID, it might be the biggest
Pandemic on the
issue
island.
that's happening on this island is the housing. I mean, we've had real shortage of housing and employees, and a lot of the businesses have had to close one day a week because they can't keep everybody working 7 days a week. So it's really strange. You go walk down on the harbor on a busy day in August and see one of the staple restaurants completely closed up.
Wow. So that's beyond immigrating. This is like, because immigration, you get people from all over the world. Jamaica would come in and they'd work labor. You can't even get that. So on top of that, you don't even have housing for them.
Well, we have some of it. I mean, there was a couple programs that came through, but not like it usually happens. So there was a definite shortage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Housing Trust does a lot of really good work, and it's an uphill battle, but they're fighting it, and they're fighting the good fight to try to create some more affordable living for Islanders. So
Sounds like
great
a
cause.
great cause that is needed. So just wanted to say your website looks great, by the way. Can we
Thanks.
find a link to buy tickets on the website, or are they just at the door?
Yeah, right there. The first link, I think you just clicked it, is get tickets right on the website. So you can get tickets right there, and this is the page that you'll see when you click on it.
Perfect.
Easy enough. You guys can buy 100 right now if you want.
Wow. Look at the cost. That's great. We should go down, Nicole.
Absolutely. Let's go.
Yeah, that's like
Thanks,
ridiculous. Is
Yeah.
that even a price?
Yeah.
I'll definitely beat you in mini golf, though, just for the record.
Well, you're not going to beat me in lobster rolls this time. I tell you that much. Well, this time
Get
we'll
them
have to be
early.
the nachos.
They go up to 25 the day of. So if you want them cheap, get them down.
Perfect. You guys heard it here first. Get them online if you want the good prices. Well, thanks
Yeah.
so much for joining us tonight, Phil and Brooke. Sounds like you guys have a great festival coming up on Sunday, so looking forward to hearing all about it if I can't make it myself. Or Brian can go and
Show up.
enjoy
randomly.
and eat some food truck stuff. And yeah, so I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining us. And I think we're going to cut to a quick commercial break.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Are we done?
I don't know if not sure if I'm supposed to talking.
Mikado Asian Bistro on Main Street in Vineyard Haven features a creative assembly of artistic sushi, Chinese, Japanese, Thai, and fusion food that pushes well beyond the standard fare. Serving lunch and dinner with daily specials and a full bar, Mikado has something for everyone, including kids. Mikado, a distinct place that will keep you coming back again and again.
Whether you're walking around town, going to the beach, or traveling the rest of the vineyard, the Quarter Deck on Dock Street in Edgartown is the perfect place to grab a snack or meal to go while you and your friends and family create unforgettable memories, all for an affordable price. Conveniently located near the ferry ports in Oak Bluffs and Vineyard Haven, and in downtown Edgartown, MV Auto Rental makes it easy to find a comfortable ride at an affordable price. Whether you're looking for some wheels for one day or an extended stay, MV Auto offers a complimentary pickup service at all hotels and inns in Oak Bluffs, Vineyard Haven, and Edgartown, as well as from the Martha's Vineyard Airport. Book your reservation online at mvautorental.com or by calling 1-800-627-6333. Edgartown Pizza serves up delicious pizza and so much more with a wide variety of dishes the whole family will love at affordable prices. Eat in or take out. Call 508-627-7770 or order online at edgartownpizzamenu.com.
I don't think so.
Welcome back to This Week on Martha's Vineyard. Colin, your mic is muted, I think.
Well, he muted it after we heard everything that was saying before.
Yeah, I think he thought that he wasn't on mute for the commercial, and now you're on mute, but what's going on?
Hey, bud. Hey, you turn that lippy talkie, turn the lippy talkie on. No. That's okay. Next week, we're going to get out here and read Reed's lips.
Let's just get back to Phil.
There you go.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Where's Phil at? Oh, there it is. I hear you now. I hear you.
That's Colin. Can you guys
Oh, you can hear me now. Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
So that sounds like it's going to be a great festival on Sunday.
Yeah, it does. I think we can let these guys go now because they're still hanging around waiting for us to decide whether we're going to talk to them or not. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
We appreciate
guys.
it, and we'll see you on Sunday. And
got it.
thanks for
guys.
joining us.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
So are you going to be going to the festival, Colin, with your kids?
Yes, I am. I'm really looking forward to it. Actually, this is for kids. They haven't had the same kind of entertainment experience that we have had. We've been able to get to see a little bit of music this summer. Actually, an increasing amount of music. But kids, there hasn't been much going on during the day for younger kids. So this is great. You get to go and play some mini golf and have some family time, and then step right to the back there and have some music.
Yeah, it sounds like it'll be like fun for all ages because you can sit
It
there
really
and get
does.
food from the food truck and like enjoy the music, and they can kind of hang out with their friends and mini golf
Yeah.
and run around.
I remember the first one that Phil was talking about, and my wife Trina actually was, and Phil DeRosa were interviewing for Dirty Water TV at the time, and it was funny. We had the kids were running around in the back. My kids were running around behind them, and it was just I imagine the same kind of atmosphere going on here. Then you add in the mini golf and ice cream and everything else, and it's going to be a good time.
Well,
it's
that's
perfect
what art's
timing.
about, right? I mean, you got to expose your kids to this stuff when they're young, like art and culture and music, and
Yeah.
that's cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we should probably plug Brooke's other business, which is Bad Martha's Ice Cream, which we all love. So that'll be being served there, and I love ice cream.
Oh, Nicole loves ice cream too. We were filming once in Martha Vineyard. She took off. We were like, where'd they go? She's over there slapping an ice cream cone together for herself.
I haven't had Bad Martha's though, so
Yeah.
I'll have to try that one.
Put that on the list for next month. We're coming back again, Colin.
Actually, they have 3 locations, don't they, Colin?
Ooh.
Or 4?
They have more than that. I think they
Or
have
4.
Yeah, they have one in each town, and then they have they were serving at the Sharks games this summer.
Mm-hmm.
The Sharks made it into the playoffs and made it almost to the end, and then sadly they got beat. So the Sharks games are over. So this is perfect timing because we're looking for something to do this weekend as a family. So this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, it sounds like it'll be a lot of fun. I think we're gonna go to another quick commercial break, and then we'll meet back up here.
For great American cuisine with a Southern twist, visit Flavors MV Restaurant and Lounge on Circuit Avenue in Oak Bluffs. There you will find a welcome and friendly environment, indoor and outdoor dining, and the best locally sourced dishes on the island. Flavors is open for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and late night for the hungry bar crowd. Next time you're in Oak Bluffs, come visit Flavors on Circuit Avenue. After all, it's where all good things meet and the flavors of life are celebrated.
A blistering day on the island can quickly turn into a cool retreat at sea with MV Ocean Sports' dynamic array of water sport activities. From parasailing high above the Vineyard Sound to skimming across its glassy surface on your very own jet ski, MV Ocean Sports has everything fun for everyone. MV Ocean Sports focuses on fun activities the whole family can participate in, including water skiing, wakeboarding, kneeboarding, and tubing. Open daily with sunset specials. Visit mvoceansports.com for more information. Nothing says summer like Santoro Hospitality Group's restaurant on Martha's Vineyard. In Oak Bluffs, Fishbones Bar and Grill overlooks the harbor where you can enjoy a delicious Caribbean-infused meal. The Ocean View Restaurant and Tavern is a local favorite with great food, friendly service, and is open year-round. The Lookout Tavern offers diners unrivaled ocean views with creative cuisine including sushi, sliders, fish tacos, barbecue ribs, and more. When you're looking for the freshest catch of the day, visit the Net Result on Beach Road in Vineyard Haven. Shop at their seafood market or grab a bite to eat at the takeout window.
An eclectic mix of curated art, jewelry, gifts, housewares, and unique vintage finds. Tangerine on Circuit Avenue in Oak Bluffs is where you will find one-of-a-kind gifts for him, her, the kids, and yourself.
There is no better place to take in the sweeping views of Edgartown Harbor while enjoying fresh local seafood and cold drinks than the Seafood Shanty on Dock Street. With views from, well, any seat in the restaurant, everyone gets a water view. Whether resting in the air-conditioned dining room on the first floor or in the open air upstairs on the island's largest deck, this is the place where you realize you have everything you came to Martha's Vineyard for. The Seafood Shanty is where the seafood and the view of the sea meet. Open daily for lunch and dinner and nightlife entertainment.
Lunch, or dinner, Monday morning or Friday night, from barbecues to birthday parties, and from rainy days to beach days. Tony's Market has what you need. Check out our daily deli specials and a huge selection of beer and wine.
Step into history at the Wharf Pub on Main Street in Edgartown, serving lunch and dinner daily in an authentic whaling-era restaurant and nightly live entertainment. Enjoy a feast fit for a captain at the Wharf Pub.
Those commercials always make me so hungry.
I saw Mike at the wharf. Just hear him in the commercial.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. It was hilarious.
Yeah, he's a little cameo,
Like
you know.
open across the back.
He's the captain. He needs to have a good sandwich. And they stuffed kielbasa in that burger. That was unbelievable.
Really?
There was
I
like
love
kielbasa in the burger. I was like, who does this?
Linguiça, brother. Got to say linguiça. That's what we.
Oh, I see.
Linguiça? That's kielbasa?
Linguiça.
It's a Portuguese sausage.
Yeah,
That's
it's Portuguese, yeah.
Nice. Love it. I'll have to try that.
a pizza burger. Yeah, it's funny in these commercials. You know, looking at these commercials because my kids are in half of them.
Yeah. Well, I remember we
yeah.
were looking at the MV Sports ad on the dock, like the physical printed ad, and you were like, I think that's my kids.
Well, you would love last time is those bikes, because you know Nicole's a gearhead, right? So I had to film her again on the bikes.
Fun.
No, but you were going like 90 miles an hour down Circuit Street. I'm trying to catch you. I'm filming with one hand. I'm like,
When Jordan kept swerving, he was like
I
swerving
still haven't
in
even
and out.
seen that yet.
Yeah,
haven't
he's
seen
an
that
electric
segment.
bike. He goes, be careful on the electric bike. Next to you know it.
He was doing his own obstacle course. He was like, can you keep up?
And, but Nicole's like, really?
It was a challenge,
Yeah,
so obviously I had to
really?
keep up.
Oh, okay. But you were
Well, I remember the
swerving-
last time we shot you and we were in the car following you guys, and it was you and,
You had me
and
in the
Andrea.
hatchback, yeah.
And oh my God, you were left Andrea in the dust. We didn't know what to do.
Well, the thing is, you said, guys, we're filming you guys, so we're supposed to be following you guys. And Nicole was like, she's already at the lighthouse.
I was like,
Plus,
gotta
was
go.
on a border cross bike.
Yeah, exactly. You know, a challenge. That's funny. Nicole's always up for a challenge.
Yep,
I love it.
definitely. Fishing.
Oh,
Pedal
don't even bring
bike.
up the fishing. You have to go there. She paid some scuba diving down there, sticking fish on there, 100%.
Hopefully, I can make it out to Martha's Vineyard one more time before the summer's over, so I can.
She won't.
You know what I
stop- she
saw
won't-
here that,
she
that
won't go
might
up
be
in the World
cool,
War II
something
biplane,
new.
though.
There's a company across the street that does fly fishing from
Yeah.
their studios. They do fly fishing tours, and that might be kind of cool to see what that's all about on the Vineyard. You know,
Yeah.
something you don't ordinarily think about
We haven't
here.
even been to Chappie yet. We haven't even gone over there done a day out there looking at the stuff out there. There's so much to do in Martha's
there's
Vineyard.
so much to do, so much to see. It's impossible to do it all in one sweep, and we've been out there so many times now, and we still haven't seen it all.
Yeah, you haven't even seen the sunset on the M&M show
Oh,
there
well.
on that side.
Yeah.
Or the fish market or anything like that. There's a couple other things that we got to go to, you know. But, yeah, I mean, this season is longer, though. Like Martha's Vineyard, can you explain to the people that Martha's Vineyard is going to be open longer, right?
Yeah, they're not gonna. I think you're. You know, nobody knows for sure, but I don't think we're going to see much of a change between August and September. You'll see the as far as the crowds go. It used to be when I first got here, you could hear a pin drop across town on Monday of Labor Day weekend.
Right.
But now it's just completely different. But there's a lot of people that have moved here that are living here now since the pandemic, and then there's a lot of people that are just booking to come here. A lot more people are coming.
Mm-hmm.
September has been growing as a stronger month all the way through October.
Yeah.
A lot of weddings. I mean, it's just been an incredible.
Yeah,
surge in
September's big
weddings
wedding
here.
season.
Yeah, so I think we expect a really, really busy fall. But it's a different group of people that come in the fall. Instead of people with kids and families and all that goes with that, you get groups of 10 or 12 friends that will come, and they don't care if they get rained on. They don't care what's going on. They're going to have a good time no matter what.
That's awesome.
And
Yeah, sounds
and
like my kind
everybody,
of people.
yeah. Well, I think we're probably going to be trying to do some more filming here in the fall. We were talking to Mike about that earlier because, as a, you know what challenges were presented the last time you guys came a couple of weeks ago, and it was. I mean, it was a great day. It was a full day, but it was.
Bananas.
It's a little hard to get around. We had to bring people to Oak Bluffs because if we knew if we tried to get you guys into a car to move somewhere else, we could really put us off schedule. So
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we'll definitely have to plan another trip down to Martha's Vineyard, but I think we're going to call it a wrap on the show for tonight. Thank you so much, Colin. Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. And until next time on This Week on Martha's Vineyard. Good night, everyone.